This is Werewolf. You are watching Werewolf at the Movies, and it has been far too long. This is not my first time riding this season. It is, however, the first time I moto vlog, and I'm probably a bit rusty. However, as you can see, there's no snow, which is awesome. Well, there's some snow in the background and stuff, but not on the roads. The roads are dry, the roads are clean-ish. How you guys been? Well, you know what? That is fantastic to hear. I'm tired of all these people saying like, man, I'm not doing good. I am bummed. I want you guys to all be happy. Hey, there's some snow. You see the snow? Yeah, you see the snow. Oh, man, this is great to be back on the bike. Winter, this time around, has been a real bitch. to put it nicely, it's been a real bitch. The warm weather came, and we had all the snow gone in January. And so I was like, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to take my bike out. So I get home from work. I'm setting up the bike, lubing up the chain, all sorts of stuff. And I look outside. Bang! It starts snowing again. I was like, oh, okay, well, this won't stay. It won't accumulate on the ground. And was I ever wrong? We ended up with like a foot of snow, and then it would melt a bit, and you would see the grass, and you'd say, oh man, sweet, it's almost time to ride again. And then bam, we'd get hit by another fucking chunk of snow. Anyhoozum, my lovelies, that's not why we're here. We're here to discuss films. And this being, I don't even know how long I've been doing this. What is it? 2 years? 2 years I've been doing it? 3 years? I don't know. We'll say season 3 of Werewolf at the Movies. We're going to start to expand. I found that I had been sticking around the 7s and up mark for the most part. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to kind of give you guys a wide variety of films. Now, mind you, I don't download these films illegally. All these films I actually own, and therefore most of them are awesome. However, the next film, the film that I will be reviewing, I'm not going to say it slipped through the cracks. I'm going to say that it was awesome when I was a kid, and I tried to relive my youth, and it failed miserably. So, without further ado, here is the intro. Welcome back. Down this road is a Muslim cemetery. I don't know why I felt the need to point that out, but there was a sign to my right-hand side that said Muslim cemetery. And it just said Muslim cemetery. It wasn't like a name of a cemetery. It just said Muslim cemetery. Anyways, so today we are going to be reviewing the film. Where the hell am I turning? Not here. This is somebody's driveway. Today we're going to be reviewing the film. Hey, look, do you guys see that? That's a coyote. Sorry, ADD. Hey, look, pretty lamp. Today we're going to be reviewing the film Brave Little Toaster. Like I said, folks, this is one of those childhood films that I thought I was buying because it was awesome, and it turns out I may have been misled. Now, if you go on to RottenTomatoes.com or Internet Movie Database, or database, depending on how you pronounce it, you'll find that this film actually rates quite high. I don't know, I think it's like a 7.8 out of 10 Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. Something fairly high, high enough to warrant a good werewolf review. However, I found this film to be a little lackluster, and I don't mean that the cartooning in it was bad or the voices were misplaced or anything. I don't know. I watched it when I was a kid, and I used to think it was the coolest film of all time. And, well, maybe not all time. Clearly that's The Goonies. But one of the best films of all time. And then I watched it as an adult, and I think that I was so jaded as a youngster that I thought it was spectacular. Because it's a cartoon, so you equate cartoons with Disney, and you automatically start assuming that they belong together, you know, and then you start comparing them to Rescuers Down Under and Aladdin and all those other films, those films that are cartoon, and you're like, well, this one's different. This one doesn't have huge jokes in it. It doesn't have that super polished look of the Disney films. I'm not saying that it wasn't a well-done film. I'm saying that it was a different cartooning style. So with the Disney films, a lot of them in the beginning with Rescuers and that era of film, they were all done with watercolor and all that kind of stuff. So they looked a little bit grainy, which is totally awesome, and I love that. But then they came into digital cartooning with Rescuers Down Under. I believe was their first fully digitally cartooned film. I cannot stress how much I love this throttle lock. I don't know if you guys can see me pointing at it, but it's keeping my speed slightly above what I should be going, but nonetheless. And there's nobody on this road besides this jack monkey in front of me. But anyways, so I think as a child I realized that there was a difference between The Brave Little Toaster and films like Aladdin and Rescuers Down Under, like I was saying. And the stories were different. There wasn't, it all ended happily, you know, it was like a happily ever after kind of thing. But the story was dark throughout the whole thing. It was very much like a Land Before Time, where it just starts out bad. Not bad, like starts out horrific for child. You know what I'm saying? Either way, let's talk about the cast in this film. I'm not going to go and say that the cast in this film is completely unknown, because they are known actors. But the only actor of provenance in this film is Jon Lovitz. Now, you think about it, and I say, hey, it's Jon Lovitz. And you guys think to yourself, you're like, well, who the hell's Jon Lovitz? Well, some of you might, anyways. And in this film, he is the voice of the radio.
Hang on to your hats, you devil dogs, because the master bebop blaster of all time is going to give you a soul injection.
And he's the voice of another cartoon character in this film, and I don't remember which one. However, the point is, he's the only one that has really gone on to do anything remotely outstanding, I suppose. And I use outstanding in quotation marks. Jon Lovitz actually had a cartoon with him in it, and he voiced it himself and all that shit. But he's also done a whole bunch of movies, and he's just a quirky fellow. But that being said, all of that round up, put a bow on it, and then you end up with my rating. Now, I realize some of you guys are going to get really pissed off with this one because, oh man, this is hitting home. This is my childhood favorite, and I still love it. but I don't care. This is my review, and you guys have chosen to watch it, so I appreciate that, by the way. So I'm going to be rating this film 4 creepy air conditioning units.
I'm not an invalid. I was designed to stick in a wall. I like being stuck in this stupid wall. I can't help it if the kid was too short to reach my dials.
Out of 10. 4 creepy air conditioning units out of 10. And if you have a problem with my rating, please comment down below and we can have a civil chat amongst us. Fine, I won't wave at those bikers anymore. Jerks. Yeah, so anyways, that being said, I am Werewolf. Thank you so much for watching Werewolf at the Movies. And until next time, folks, enjoy watching your films. Enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Later, skaters!